Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, especially those at the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. There is only this present moment, and we are one. Today, we will read on diary entry number 1081. April 10, 1937. Today, Mother Superior gave me an article about the Divine Mercy to read, and with it, there was also a reproduction of the image that had been painted. The article appeared in the Vilnius Weekly and was sent to us in Krakow by Father Michael Sopochko, that zealous apostle of the Divine Mercy. In this article are included words that the Lord Jesus has spoken to me, some of them quoted verbatim. Abril Gis, 1937. Ngayon, binigyan ako ng Madre Superiora ng isang artikulo tungkol sa banal na awa upang basahin. At kasabay nito ay nagkaroon din ng pagpaparami ng iginuhit na imahe. Ang artikulo ay lumabas sa Vilnius Weekly at ipinadala sa amin sa Krakow ni Padre Michael Sopochko, ang masigasig na apostol ng banal na awa. Nakasulat din sa artikulong ito ang mga salita na sinabi sa akin ng Panginoong Hesus. Ang ilan sa mga ito ay sinipi sa eksaktong salita ng Panginoon. This was for the first time. The devotion to the Divine Mercy was printed. When something is printed, lalo na sa isang national daily for instance, meron kasing circulation niya na tinatawag, no? Halimbawa, Philippine Daily Inquirer for instance. Noong mga panahon na hindi pa laganap ang internet, no? Or wala pa, sabihin natin wala pa. Lahat ng mga dyaryo, kukompete yan sa circulation. Pag sinabing circulation, gaano kalaki ang abot ng dyaryong ito. So, dahil mahirap ang magpakalat niyan, kasi news yan eh. Pero, kapag ikaw ay nadyaryo, nakakaabot kung saan-saan yung balitang yon. So, in this case, for the first time, the message on the devotion to the Divine Mercy was printed. So, hindi ko na na-research kung gaano kalaki ang circulation ng Vilnius Weekly, no? Pero noong mga panahong yan, syempre dahil limited naman ang mga resources, technology, pag sinabing weekly, di isang beses sa isang linggo naglalabas sila ng dyaryo. Hindi pa siguro kaya ng mga time na yun yung araw-araw. Kasi nga, noong mga panahon yan, medyo mahigpit na eh, no? Kasi may mga threat of panibagong digmaan, no? Kasi dumaan na sila sa World War I, tapos may mga local insurrections, revolutions sa Poland. So, syempre, pag mga ganyang pagkakataon, may mga censorship, lalo na kung panahon ng digmaan. So, for the first time, the message of the Divine Mercy was told, at least to Poland, no? Hindi pa to the world. Kasi sabi, di ba ni Jesus, tell the world of my mercy. Ganun pa lang ang kaya noon. Katulad din ng panahon ni Jesus, kung paano ikinalat ang ebanghelyo, ang mga apostol ay kailangang kumalat din sa iba't ibang bansa. So may physical intervention. Pero sa panahon ngayon, hindi na physical lamang ang intervention para makapagpakalat tayo ng debosyon sa banal na awa. We are in the digital age. We are in the time when information is at the tip of our fingertips. Literal yan na nasa tip, nasa dulo ng ating mga daliri. Bakit? Imagine ninyo, nung araw, sinasabi pa lang na at the tip, no, at the fingertips. Ngayon, literal yan kasi yung mga smartphones natin, 'di ba, ginagamit natin ang daliri natin to scroll. So, every day, how many times do we use our fingertips to scroll our phones? And kasama na dito yung social media. The social media has become our source of information for everyone na mayroong access sa internet at napakalawak ng may access nito. Halimbawa, sa isang pamilya lamang, bawat isa na member of the family may at least isang cellphone. Kasi personalize na nung araw, common ang cellphone for the household. Meron ka isang mobile phone, okay na yon. Pero ngayon, bawat isa hanggang bata may sari-sariling telepono. And so, kagaya ng sinabi ko, information at your fingertips. So, scroll ka. Pinaka-popular so far, syempre, yung pinakamalaking circulation sa ngayon, is Facebook. I was checking on how to increase our circulation, quote-unquote, via Twitter na ngayon ay X, no? Pero, nakita ko yung mga followers natin ng Facebook, walang X, walang account sa X. So, kung gagamit tayo ng X, we shall be opening new horizons bago talaga yung magiging follow, followers, no? Hindi yung mga taga-Facebook. Pero hindi ko pa yan na-explore masyado. That would need more time kasi actually, yung mga vloggers natin at yung ibang mga personalities, no? May mga nag-handle yan ng social media kasi kung kung siya pa rin yung mag-handle niyan, hindi kakayanin. Someone has to focus on the social media alone. Ganyan po kahirap ang trabaho sa social media, sa social communication. Sa kalan lang ng iba, parang kayo lang na simpleng ano lang, no, scroll lang ng mga Facebook accounts niyo. But if we really want to circulate far and wide, someone has to handle it. Sa ngayon, ako lahat yan wala pong iba nag-handle ng mga accounts. That's why yung aking personal account, Facebook account, madalang ang posting ko dyan. Everyday ang posting ko ay nasa Fount of Mercy and then cross-posted to other pages. So it would really entail forgetting about yourself. Napakadalang ng post ko about myself. Puros ano na ito, no? Sa mga public pages natin. Kita nyo yung gaano din kabilis yung pag-spread ng devotion to the Divine Mercy. Napakaraming may accounts, napakaraming pages about the Divine Mercy, napakaraming pwede nating gawin. Kung si Faustina, yung sinabi niya na nagkaroon ng reproduction of the image, matagal yan bago na-reproduce. Kasi dadaan yan sa printing press. Ngayon, saglit lang, konti lang, no? Yung image ng Divine Mercy can be circulated far and wide through the social media, through the internet. So there is no reason for all of us not to propagate the Divine Mercy. Even our daily posts. Sa halip na kung ano-ano yung mga pinag-check natin sa social media accounts natin, do not forget to share our posts, to like, to ask everyone to subscribe, no? Kasi po, what's the difference between liking a post and liking a page? When you like a post, yung post lang yun ang nagkakaroon ng insights. But when you like the page, every time the page goes live, for instance, you will be notified. So, mas nako-contain natin yung followership when someone likes the page. Kaya, when you invite others to like your post about the Divine Mercy, also ask them to like the page. Napaka-importante po nun. Kasi ako, halimbawa, nakikita ko ang daming nag-like ng post. Pero pag tiningnan ko doon sa page, wala sila doon sa page. Kaya hindi sila nagkakaroon ng feed, yung FEED, no? Hindi na feed yung mga post natin sa kanilang mga account. So, kung kailan lang siguro may na-share, ganyan, doon lang sila nakikita. So, ganun mga kaimportante ngayon. Kailangan may diskarte rin kasi kung ganito lang, no? Just listening pero without sharing, liking, and subscribing, hindi nagkakaroon ng sustainability yung naaabot natin. And with this, let's thank the Divine Mercy. Okay, alam to ni Jesus na mangyayari. Yung ngayon, ano? From the time Faustina was used by the Divine Mercy hanggang ngayon, nakita na yan noon pa ng ating Panginoong Jesus how this devotion would spread far and wide. So again, yung zeal ni Father Soposco, sinabing zeal, no? Yun yung interest mo, yung passion mo, yung kasigasigan na ipalaganap ang debosyon sa banal na awa, which was present to Father Michael Soposco and to Sister Faustina at that time, made that passion, made that zeal be transformed, no? Be converted to us right now who are doing the propagation work. Tayo na kasi ang nagpo-propagate nito. No, maaring ang, in terms of propagation, mas maaring mas marami pa tayong nagawa kaysa kay Faustina. Kasi nga, during the time of Faustina, very limited. She was in the cloistered congregation. Nasa loob siya, hindi siya nakakalabas. Nangyari ang pagpapalaganap after her death. So, mas marami tayo no, na nagagawa at this moment kung magkakasabay lang, no, kung titingnan lang nung panahon niya at panahon natin, mas marami tayong nagagawa in terms of propagation. Only that, because she underwent several purification, yung ginawa niya ay mas lumaganap. So, mas malaki yung contribution ni Faustina kaysa sa contribution natin. Kahit pa tayo ay gumagamit ngayon sa digital age, no? Hindi pa rin natin mapapantayan yung ginawa ni Faustina because had Faustina not heed to the call, had Faustina not answered to the call of Jesus, wala tayong ipapalaganap na devotion ngayon. So, mabagal man ang nung panahon ni Faustina, pero sa panahon ngayon, nandito pa rin si Faustina. Not physically, but in all our work. No? Like ngayong umagang ito. Faustina is with us, definitely. When we invoke Faustina this morning, nandito siya, dumating siya, hindi siya absent. Kung nung nabubuhay siya, she can bilocate and she can be at several places at the same time, or she can go wherever she wants to without leaving her place. Lalo na ngayon, when we invoke her na be with us, inspire us, Faustina comes. Dumarating siya. And she is with us right now. So, kasama natin siya sa propagation ng Divine Mercy. Ginamit nila noon yung dyaryo, Vilnius Weekly. Ginagamit natin ngayon yung social media.